Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have an incredible guest. We have Pronto Doe on, and he recently completed an over 40-day juice cleanse, only juices for 43 days, and we're going to find out what happened. So he is a songwriter and artist. Let's hop right into it. Hey Pronto Doe, how's it going?
Right, I'm feeling godly. I'm feeling blessed. How are you?
I'm amazing. So we follow each other on Instagram, and you had a pretty epic juice cleanse recently. So I'm so excited. I'm super stoked to find out what happened. So what initially got you, like, sparked your interest even to doing a juice cleanse, like drinking only juices?
So I've been vegan for like going on 8 years. Yeah, so I mean, this isn't my first juice cleanse, but this is my longest by far. The longest I've done before now was the longest I've done before this past one was 20 days. I did a 20-day water cleanse.
Yeah.
And this one I was just like, man, you know what? I just want to do a complete reset because I find myself just getting kind of addicted in a way to like the processed vegan foods and all those types of things. So I was like, man, I just need a complete reset, a complete cleanse. And yeah, I said I'm gonna do 40 days, 40 nights like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I ended up doing 3 more. So yeah.
That's a good goal. I love that number. Like I aimed to do that once and I did 37 days, but I never felt better in
Yeah.
my life, I think, than on my 37-day juice cleanse. So how was was it like that for you? How was the experience? Was it good? And what were the benefits?
So it was so good, man. I think after the 7th day or the 8th day, I just felt so light. I felt so good. I just felt like could nobody like change my mood. Could nothing stop me from feeling so clean and good and pure. The health benefits, I would say, I mean, I lost. That's another thing too. I gained a little bit of weight too, eating all that old junk food. So I got up to like 228. And by the end of the cleanse, I got down to 198.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Pounds. And I mean, the benefits was just, it was limitless. It was a lot of things. Like, I slept better. My breathing was better because I normally have like some nasal, blockage, like every now and then, but none of that. My energy was through the roof. Yeah, I mean, it's so many things to list off. I can't even name them all.
So you would say like it was positive overall, right? Like a really good experience. And did you find, especially in your line of work, like you're really creative, did you find you had like more clearer mindset, more spiritual, more creative?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like my thoughts could come through way, way easier, way more faster. And what's wild is, I'm in the studio, so I'm around a whole lot of, drinking and smoking and stuff like that. But I'm the only one in there, like, not eating nothing, not drinking anything at all. But I felt pure. I felt connected to whatever my purpose was in the studio.
Yeah, that's good. I know. I just feel like when you're on a cleanse like that, it feels like you just release all resistance. Do you know what I mean? You just feel like so connected. And I'm sure the people around you were getting inspired though, right? Or did they think
Yeah,
you were nuts? Like usually people get inspired, right?
yeah. It's one or the other. It's always, you know what I mean. It's always one side of the spectrum or the other. So of course, I had family members who already think I'm crazy because I'm the only vegan that they know. But I inspired a few of my family members that tried to start juicing, but it didn't last past the first day. But fortunately, one of my aunts, she's suffering with cancer right now.
No way.
Yeah, so during this fast, I inspired her to start juicing, and I made like a lot of juice for her. Just to start her off, I kind of made like a big soup. And even my mom, she's so against anything healthy, but she saw like the benefits and how my skin was like clear and all that. She was like, I need you to make me some juice. So
Oh, I
yeah,
love that. Well, I hope that your aunt's okay,
yeah.
you know?
She's doing good, but we're working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. And was it hard? Like, a lot of people can't stick to it. So was it hard to do the 40 days? Like, how did you get your head wrapped around it like mentality wise for people who want to hop on one, even if it's like 3 days or 40 days, you know?
So it was 43 days of juice, but it was longer than that, mentally just to prepare myself for 40 days. Cause that's like over double what I've ever done. So I would say like maybe a week or two before I started the juice fast, I just started like breaking down my diet. So where I would normally like eat maybe twice a day, like one large meal and one small meal a day. I broke it down to one meal a day. And then maybe like the week before, I broke it down to just only fruits and vegetables, no starches. I basically went raw for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe the last 3 days before I started the juicing, I went like mostly smoothies and then fruit only. So by the time I started the juice cleanse, it was like way easy. My body was adjusted. It wasn't like I went from eating a donut to,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's better that way. And what would you say was like the best part, like the highlight of the whole experience?
Highlight. I can't think of a highlight right now, but I would say
Yeah.
the whole experience was dope. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what did like a daily routine look like? Because people want to know, like, because you made this work, you were successful, it went good. They want to know, like, how much were you drinking? Did you make your juices fresh? I know for me, when I do them, I think it's a big difference. Like, obviously, you do what you have to do, but when you make them fresh, like, you have the enzymes and the life in it. It's so much, just more, such a better experience to me. But did you buy them? Did you make them? How many did you drink? What were some of your favorite recipes? Like, how did you make it work in day-to-day life?
So it's summertime, so it's watermelon season. It's my favorite season. One of my favorite fruits is watermelon. And see, they got the seeds in them now. So I would do one of my favorite juices I was drinking almost a whole fast was I would get seeded watermelon, I would get pineapple, I would juice oranges with that, a little bit of ginger and key lime.
Mm.
And it's like a big fruit punch. So I would pretty much basically I'll make enough to last for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So day to day, I'm really not a drinker. Like in normal life, I don't really drink a lot. I've never been like heavy on drinking. So it's always been kind of challenging for me to drink like a gallon of water a day or things like that. So what I did do was I had these mason jars. I think they're 32 ounces
Mm-hmm.
and two of them are like half a gallon. So I would drink at least half a gallon a day. But depending on my workload and how much I was moving around that day, I could get up to a gallon a day, you know. Sometimes, and then I think like later on in the fast, when I got to like maybe like day 10 or 12, I started to notice, oh, I need this juice, like, cause my energy would get low. So
Yeah.
whenever my energy would get low, I would just drink a little bit of juice and I feel like Popeye the Sailor Man, you know, so.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And I feel like that helps with cravings, right? If you have cravings, so you just drink more juice.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. It's in it as far as it being hard, I mean it's challenging because you're going without something that's a necessity, such as eating.
Mm-hmm.
But once your body gets kind of settled in and used to not eating, your mind kind of follows suit, and then you just like it just becomes your new norm. Of course, it was a couple of times where I'm walking past certain things or I'm going to certain people's houses, I'm smelling all this good food. But I think another thing that helped me too is that I'm vegan. So even the food I am smelling, I can't eat it in regular life. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And so what made you go? So you went vegan 8 years. So you've been vegan for 8 years. Wow, that's amazing. So what made you go vegan in the first place and how did that change your life?
So it's kind of a long story. It's a variation of things. So I was blessed enough to know all my grandparents. I actually lived with like two sets of my grandparents growing up. So they all died from some type of ailment. My mom's father, he died in his 40s, I believe, with
Wow.
Alzheimer's. Yeah, with
Oh,
Alzheimer's.
wow. So young to have that. Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't even get a chance to really experience him. And then my dad's mom died when she was 49 with brain cancer. Yeah. And I knew her very well. I lived with her. But I think she died when I was like 11. So then her husband died years later. My grandfather, he died with pancreatic cancer, and then my mom's mom died with cancer. So that was devastating for me. And then I was also on my own personal health journey at that same time when my grandmother died. I think she was the last one that passed. I went to the doctor for my annual physical, and you know, when I left, they didn't send me any like updates or nothing like that. So I'm younger. I'm like 25 or something like that. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'm good. And I came back the following year, and my doctor was like, hey, what did you change? You dropped a couple of pounds. You like all your vitals are perfect. I was like, and this is before I even went vegan. I was like, man, I just started exercising again, started taking certain things out of my diet. He was like, keep that going because last time you were pre-diabetic. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I could have died. Y'all didn't text, y'all didn't get an email.
Like, what? Why didn't they tell you?
Right? I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me that? So that scared the life out of me. I'm like, pre-diabetic is crazy at 25, 26 years old. And that was also the heaviest I ever been, like, because I remember around that time I was eating fast food crazy. I was McDonald's crazy. So,
And that's just like a recipe for diabetes. Cause like I interview so many people on that topic now. And I just interviewed Adam Sud today. He reversed his and he's like an expert in that. And it's like, I feel like the worst thing you can mix is like the fats and the sugar, like the fast food, like all that saturated fat with then like the Cokes and the sugars and everything. It's just a disaster. Well, thank God, like you found out all this information and changed, right?
thank God. And one thing I noticed about my grandparents was that while they died like kind of earlier in life, all of their parents lived to be into like 100-something years old. Like I knew all my great grandparents. They all died
Yeah.
not 103. I'm like, man, what's like what? So I know it's not genetic because I was kind of scared. Like, man, am I gonna get cancer? Am I gonna get Alzheimer's? So I just started doing research. I started reading. I started looking into things that I put into my body, and I recognized, oh, okay, well, the difference between my great grandparents and my grandparents was that my great grandparents were born before there was a such thing called meat industry. They were 30 or 40 years old before McDonald's even came into existence. So they had already been living pretty healthy. They were outside working in the fields. They were sweating all the time, like basically detoxing. Their lifestyle was totally different. So even when fast food came to be, there wasn't a necessity for them. While my grandparents, they kind of grew up in that area. So I kind of like look at it that way. Like maybe that was the difference, like the diet changed. So I just started taking things out of my own diet. And before I knew it, I was vegan. I didn't even know what vegan was when I went vegan. I just knew about vegetarian. So before I knew it, I just eliminated so much out of my diet. I was just vegan. The last thing I gave up was cheese. So yeah.
Yeah. And then, so you noticed a difference when you went vegan though, when you gave the cheese, gave everything, like did you notice a difference in your energy, your health? Like you had benefits compared to before?
Yeah. I didn't even know that I was sick until I wasn't sick no more. Like, which is crazy to say. Like, when I realized I would wake up and my back wasn't hurting for whatever reason, when I realized I could just breathe better, in general, when I sleep and all those types of things, like I was like, wow, I feel like a new person. And before I didn't even notice those things because I was just so used to feeling like I was so used
That's
to
the thing. I think a lot of people don't even realize until you get really healthy. Then you're like, whoa, this is how I'm supposed to feel. Right.
feeling.
So who knows like where you be today? Like, I know you're still young, but who knows where, if you were starting to get all those symptoms already, like who knows where you'd be if you didn't change your lifestyle.
Right. Right.
And like when you're not fasting or cleansing, like overall, are you pretty whole foods, like pretty clean and healthy or
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty clean. I only eat one time a day. Yeah. So
That's good. I hear a lot of people do that. They say there's a lot of benefits. Wow.
I'm working on getting like you though. I want to get to eat raw or at least mostly raw, mostly raw, maybe like 80-20. maybe
Yeah.
some soup here and there, something like that.
Yeah. But you look really healthy. Like, did you feel like there was a difference in your looks too? I think it's mostly how we feel, but obviously we care about our looks too. Do you feel like there's a difference in your looks, like before versus now, like as you got healthier, or no?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I always had big cheeks or whatever. So I kind of charged that to, oh, it's just how my face. I just always had big cheeks. But I can say since I've been vegan, it's like my face is more kind of chiseled. It's like you can see more of my facial structure. It's not so puffy as before. Like before I was just real puffy. So
The inflammation. Yeah.
definitely, yeah. My body, everything. I feel I look more like, I guess, chiseled in a way. Yeah.
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 And 20 days, you did 20 days on water. You did 20-day water fast. That's one thing I've never done. I've always wanted to do a water fast. I haven't done it. So take us through, how is that experience and how did that compare to the juice fasting?
So the water fast is totally different. And then too, I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now about fasting. So I think I'm going to do it again, but this next time I'm more educated. So I'll go into it, better. But the water fast, I would say I felt my highest during the water fast. I felt like I was walking with God during my fast. Yeah, it's different. I felt like I could see through people. Like I could be talking to somebody. I would have to stop myself from looking at them because it would make them nervous. Like they'd be like, "Man, why you looking at me like that?" I'd be like, "Man, my bad." You know what I'm saying?
You're just probably like so present and clear and alert, right? Wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
so clean, so pure. It was dope. But it was hard. It was difficult. Like come day 17, I felt like a pain in my back that I never felt before. And I was like, what is this? But thinking back to it, it was probably because I lacked sodium. So,
Oh, yeah, I've heard that that can happen. Okay, yeah, maybe you're right.
so I saw somewhere where, you should, when you're going through something like that, when you're experiencing like a muscle cramp or something like that,
Hmm.
uh, you should, take a little bit of sea salt or Celtic sea salt
Yeah.
and lime, and then that'll help with your muscle spasms or whatever that you may have.
Okay, yeah, my friend said that too. She said because there are electrolytes and the salts. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I know when a lot of people do water fast like that, like anything longer than 3 days or a few days, a lot of people go do it like supervised. Did you, or you took it on by yourself?
I was by myself. I think
And
this was
what
done in
kind?
2022. Yeah.
Oh, it was. And what? Sorry to interrupt. What kind of water did you drink? Distill. How do you know what kind of water?
So I went distilled water just
Mhm.
because I know it's nothing in it, or at least they say it's nothing in it. Yeah, I didn't do alkaline. Maybe I did some alkaline water here and there, but I just focused on getting like big gallons of distilled water and drunk that every day. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, you're so disciplined. Like to do the water fast, do the juice fast, stay clean with your diet. Like, what's your main motivation for that? And like any other advice for people watching, like how to stay on track? Because it's really hard in this world we live in, right? To not consume the crap and to like stick to these things that can really change your life if you can just get through those hard periods, or even to stick to it long term. Like you've been living a healthy lifestyle long term now.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been perfect. Like I say, there's been a lot of times and moments where I had to like snap back to reality with eating all the processed vegan foods and things like that. When I first went vegan, especially in Houston, I don't think we had any vegan restaurants in the whole city. This is a large city. We got good food out here. Houston is just, we kind of know our Southern cuisine. So when I first went vegan, my first 2 years going vegan, it was easier for me once I transitioned into veganism because I was kind of forced to make my own food, like get creative in the kitchen and things like that. And then somewhere along the line, the big corporations found out that veganism was becoming a thing. And then Impossible Whoppers, Beyond Burgers, and all these other things came out. And I literally saw the grocery store go from basically no vegan items to entire freezers of vegan options. And I fell victim to it. I was going in, I was like, okay, I can have this, I can do this. And before I knew it, I'll go down that slippery slope. So that was kind of really one of the reasons why I would start fasting, because I was like, okay, let me just reset. I would always fast as a reset. And as far as me being disciplined, it's a journey because I'm not always disciplined. But I take it one step at a time. It's more so about eliminating certain things that don't add to you. That's what I'm noticing. So I wasn't never like a heavy drinker. I was more like a social drinker. But I got to the point where I just realized, man, this is doing more harm to me than good. And if I gotta drink to have a good time, then maybe I'm not having a good time and maybe I shouldn't even be here. So I took away drinking. It'll be 3 years come this New Year's.
Wow. Amazing.
Stopped smoking 2 years ago. Yeah. So it's just one of those things. Like, I think too, your body kind of tells you what to do as well. Like, the cleaner that you are, the more you want to just be clean, the more your body just doesn't crave a lot of crazy things anymore. So sometimes I just listen to my body. It's not even a mental thing. It's just like, okay, I don't desire it. Yeah.
And then I feel like too, when you give up those things and the cleaner you are, you're more in alignment with like who you really are and the people you're supposed to really be around and the life you're really supposed to be living, right? I feel like the drinking, the alcohol, the crappy food, the addictions, like they can kind of throw us off of alignment in a lot of ways. And maybe we don't even realize it. Yeah. Well, amazing. Like, congratulations. And would you say being vegan in general, helps you be more creative in what you do?
Yeah, definitely. It's like I'm more free flowing because I feel like now it's all coming from, even like going back to my music. Like, I remember I was just listening to some of my old music from like before I went vegan and back when I was like drinking and smoking and doing all that. And it was good music. Like, it was jamming for sure. But I'm just thinking in my head, like, wow, I had songs that I would do a whole entire song just straight freestyle. I'll make the chorus, the hook, the verse straight through. And I remember my ritual was I'd go in the studio, like my manager knew what I needed. Hey, just bring a bottle of Hennessy. And so I'll drink some Hennessy, I'll listen to the beat, and I'll just go in and just freestyle the entire song. And I'm like, wow. I got to the point where I started kind of like equating recording my music to drinking. Because I thought, oh, this is my magic potion. And while like I say, I was making good music, but now I feel like I'm making better music because it's coming from within. It's like, and I'm not saying that like I'm making like some guru, super poetic music or anything like that, but it's pure. Like, it's purely me. It's purely my life. And I go in. I don't need any vices to make this music. It just comes out. You know what I mean? It's not cluttered by substances.
Yeah. And good thing you stopped, because I feel like those things like drinking a lot and stuff, I feel like it just doesn't do anything for us as we get older, like in our 30s, 40s. It's just like, it just starts to, I think it's always problematic and toxic, but I think especially as we get older, it's like, okay, it's just going to start causing real life problems then, right? If we keep doing it, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, good for you quitting. Any advice for somebody watching who wants to quit? Because a lot of people have a hard time giving that up.
Man, you gotta get to that point in your life where you just decide life over death. It's really as simple as that. It's like everything that we consume is either healing us or killing us. It's no in between. You know, I know that's a pretty direct message, but I mean, that's life. Like, everything that you consume, any person that you're around, any relationship that you're a part of, is either helping you to ascend or forcing you to descend. So you have, as an individual who this is your time on this planet, in this realm of life, you have to decide like which one is more beneficial. Like, do you want to live or do you want to not live? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to thrive or do you want to survive? you know.
You know what though? It's so true. It's such a good way to put it. It's so simple, but so true. And one more thing with your juice cleanse, what would you say is the most popular question you got? What were most people asking you when you were on it?
They were like, well, where you getting your protein from? I'll be like, I'm fasting, I'm juicing, and they'll be like, okay, from like 12 to 12, and then you eat. No, I'm not eating no food. That's just, it amazes me. Well, it amuses me now because I'm used to it, but like it just amuses me like how people really think that, because we've been told for so long, oh, you can only go for 3 days without water. You can only go for 7 days without food. And I would have people who like during this fast, like we'll have whole debates and they'll be like firm on the whole idea that it's impossible for you to not eat food for longer than 7 days. And I'm like, hey, I'm on day 21. You know what I mean? Like I'm on day 17, I'm on day 30, you know, like you're telling me that I can't do it when it's being done like in your face. Like you saw me, I'm 7 pounds down. You saw me the week before. You know, you go to my kitchen, it's nothing but fruit and juices in there, you know. So yeah, it was I think I enlightened a lot of people just rubbing shoulders with certain family members or different people I just see out and about, and inspired people. My lactician, she does fast here and there, but when she saw me like really knocking out this 40 days, she was like, oh no, I gotta get to it. So she started her juicing. I think she went for, I want to say she did like 15 days.
Yeah.
15 days. But
that's good.
Yeah. She said she's gonna start again. And me myself, I'm gonna start again too. I might do like the rest of this month, like only fruit. I might go just straight fruit for the rest of this month. Just because I just love the way I feel when I'm just eating clean only. Like
it's such a difference. It makes you feel so good. I just bought a bunch of watermelons. I'm going to aim to do another 7-day watermelon fast starting tomorrow. Have you done that one where you eat just watermelon or juice it too?
I haven't tried it. I know it's like trending right now.
It's good.
A lot of people.
It's good. I mean, right after our interview, I'm interviewing somebody that's on a really long watermelon fast, like longer than I've ever heard of. But I've done a few 7 days and 14 days, and you feel so good. So I need a little reset.
I bet, man. And you know, something else that helped me too during my fast, I just want to tell you this, is like your page, your channel is so uplifting and so good, because for the longest, I say like at least the last like 4 years, maybe, I came across your page and I'm seeing all of these people with their testimonies of veganism and going raw and fasting. And that helps me a lot on my journey when I'm either juicing or when I'm just trying to reset my mind and just eat better and do better. It's a lot of inspiring and motivating people on your channel. And I just want to give my hats off to you for even having this platform.
Thank you.
Now I'm on it. That's crazy.
I love it. No, you're one of those inspiring people. You're going to inspire. You're so inspiring and you look so good. You're like not just talking, like you can see it's reflecting on the outside, right? And you can tell with your words and just everything. So congratulations. Good job, like taking charge of your life, especially at a young age, because a lot of people wait until, you know, they face, well, you were facing some health crises anyway, but a lot of people, even if it's severe, like death facing health crises, still can't get control, because a lot of these things manufactured these days are just so addictive, right?
Yeah.
And it's really hard. So good job having the mental willpower. Good job taking charge of your life. Good job like crafting like a very good path for yourself and like taking control. And you're just going to get better and better from here. And you should be proud of yourself. And yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been so interesting to hear about the juice fast, like epic to do 43 days, epic to do your water fast, and congratulations on your vegan journey. And I'm excited for you maybe to try more raw. I think that's great. I think even just like whole foods is like so good, but if people can do more raw, I think it's amazing too.
Yeah, definitely. And one more thing too, like I like to add to that too, is like, so I rap, I'm in hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
The style of music that I make is real like, I make club music, radio music. I talk for people that come from backgrounds like me that come from the streets, right? So for a while I was kind of conflicted because I'm like, man, my life is elevating so well on my personal side, but still I have this music and this brand that I've built over time that people know me by. And it's like, well, do I stop that? Do I start doing this? But I'm looking at it now like, no, I want to keep making the same kind of music that I've been making, because maybe I can inspire a community of people who haven't been blessed enough to even be hit with this kind of knowledge and this kind of enlightenment. And maybe I can reel people in by me being exactly who I've been. Cause I mean, that's the duality of me, of Pronto. Like, you can be two things at once, right? So, I just want to show all my people that, you know, back in my hood or just from any situation or any background, like where I come from, that are still in that place, in that space. Hey man, if I can do it, you can do it. You know, I'm still fly. I still pop out. I still do all of these things, but I tend to myself before all of that. I make sure I'm in my highest state before all of that. And I believe it all starts with the things that you consume or the things that you don't consume. So yeah, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, well said. And I feel like now you're even more like authentic version of yourself. You know, you're more you than you can be on this path, right? So it's the best. And do you feel like you still connect with, because I know in this world, like a lot of people are drinking, smoking, eating fast food. Like, do you feel like disconnected from society on this path? Or do you feel like you have like deeper connections and still feel like connected as a human to other people?
Man, so I think that there's a lot of times where I'm walking in my highest self, I like to think. And even though I may be disconnected from drinking or smoking and doing all these other like drugs and things like that, I think that something that we just can't deny is it's like a high vibrating energy. Like what I come to realize is I'll be around or I'll be in certain environments, and of course I'll be around people who smoking and doing everything else. And for whatever reason, the situation, like the conversation will come up and they'll be like, man, so hey, you smoke? Or they'll try to pass me something. I'll be like, I'm good. And then we'll start talking, and sure enough, that same person will be like, after I'm telling them what I'm vegan, they'll be like, what? But they'll like inquire, like, how can they get like this? Like, how can they become vegan? Or like, how are you doing this? Like, they want to know tips. They want to lock in with me. Because for a lot of people, they just don't know. They know that they want something better, but they don't know what it is or how to get to it. So what I'm recognizing is we have to be the light. We have to be our own light so that we can shine on others. So yeah, I see a lot of that. Even though I may be not doing a lot of the things that I used to do, I'm not disconnected from the people because I'm just like everybody else.
Yeah, true. And you don't miss that other side, right? You feel content over here?
I don't even desire liquor. I don't desire no smoking. Like, when I think about how it really makes me feel, it's nothing for me to do. Like, why would I smoking, right? So if my house caught on fire, I could die from the smoke alone, not even the flames. So why would I consciously say, let me light something up and put smoke directly into my lungs? Like, even if we think of it that way, you know what I mean? Why would I? So smoke would be the opposite of oxygen in a way, right?
Yeah.
And then when we talk about liquor is basically reversed fruit. So it's fermented fruit. It's old, spoiled, rotten fruit or potatoes. Why would I want something that's spoiled, rotten, and basically straight acid to go into my body? Like, when you really think of it, and then you drink it and it feels like it's acid. It burns as it goes down. Like, it's nothing truly good about it. And then there's a disconnect that you feel once you do drink it. Like, right? So that's why you have the such thing as liquid courage. Like, you start doing things that you wouldn't normally do. That's why they call liquor spirits. Spirit, it literally consumes you and takes over you for that moment in time. You wake up the next day and you can't believe you did half the things you did the day before. but that's because it wasn't you. Like you
No.
didn't have you weren't governing your own physical. So yeah, don't give me the preaching, man. You know,
No, but it's so true. And I feel like the things we do now, like, or don't do, like, whatever we do is an investment in whatever's going to happen later on, right? So, like, the smoking, the drinking, the stuff, it at some point adds up. I know it might take time for people to see, like, the real consequences, but there comes a day many times where you're like, oh no, like, maybe I shouldn't have spent all these decades or all these years doing this. And I lost my parents this year. My mom was 67, my dad was 74. And I know like people lose their parents much younger. Like, you know, you've lost family members even way younger than that. But I think like I really think my mom, she like rest in peace. I love my mom so much, but she couldn't get a grip of her smoking addiction her whole life. Like cigarettes, she took a 10-year break once, but then like the last 10 years, it was a heavy vape addiction. And obviously, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that didn't help with contributing to the cancer, right? And then my dad was a heavy drinker for a lot of his life, but then he really cared near the end, but it almost was almost just too late, right? So I wish they were here. I love them so much. I wish we had them here. So it's like the things we're doing now, like hopefully because of it, we're around for our like future generations, right? Because it matters. It will reach a day where it really matters, you know, whatever we do now. And I remember my grandfather, like, I think he passed at 82. I could be wrong, but I think it was around 82. And I remember him saying that, like, he'd quit smoking decades before, but he said he could feel it if he had not smoked all those decades. If he had quit even younger, then he thinks he would have lived like longer. And then my grandparents, like they died, I think in their early to mid 80s. And then my parents died in their 60s and 70s. So imagine I like didn't work out, smoked, drank, ate steaks every day and like kept like the same type of lifestyle as my family. Maybe it seems like it's getting like younger and younger and younger, right? Unless people like wake up. So like that's a big motivating factor for me now to like get moving, eat healthy, you know?
yeah, that's really one of my main things. Is like I just even if I'm not doing it for the me today, I'm doing it for my future self. I don't have any kids, so maybe one day I have kids, but like I just want to be healthy
Mm-hmm.
throughout my life. It's not even about me living forever. I know, you know, we're all going to transition to another place someday, but I just want to live while I'm alive. I just want to be here. I want to be present. I don't want to be when I get old because I'm older, I'm sick. Like that's not life.
No,
You don't get sick because you're old. You get sick because of what you've done when you were young. So yeah.
I
And
agree.
sorry to hear about your parents too.
Yeah, thanks. You know what? I'm okay with it. I've been really not okay with it all year. They both died 15 days apart from each other too, which was just crazy. And I was like best friends. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my mom said a couple years ago, even though they weren't together, like they had separated a long time ago, they were best friends. And my mom said a couple years ago, if your dad ever dies, like I don't even want to be around anymore. So that's, I guess, what happened. And I've been really having a hard time with it the last 6 months. And then last night I had a dream. My mom was like, I was crying that she was gone. And she's like, stop being so ridiculous. Move on. What are you doing? And she was, it felt like she was like really there. And it's kind of snapped me out of it because my mom was like more like that cold British type. And that is exactly how she would be. If she was here, she'd be like, you're ridiculous. Stop.
Yeah.
So like it's snapped me out of it. Now I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going to move on. But yeah, it's not easy. I wish they were here, right? But at least we can learn and try and do better than than those generations, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Try our best. We're not God. We don't know everything, but all we know is we can try our best. We know that vaping and smoking and drinking are not like that's, we know movement is good. Healthy, whole foods are good. We might not know everything, but we're getting to know a lot.
Yeah, one more thing. I don't keep on throwing out one more thing, but I want to say rest in paradise to my little bro, my nephew, Preston. He just passed like a week ago. At 14, man. I've been knowing him since he was 3 years old. Him and his mom and his oldest brother. So we don't know why he passed yet. We just know that he laid down for a nap and just never woke back up.
No
So,
way. Oh,
at 14 years old. So, and that's another reason why I want to continue doing the whole juicing and veganism lifestyle, because he used to always inquire. He was so inquisitive about my lifestyle. He'd be like, man, so what do you do? How do you eat this, or what's this fruit? And for a while he went vegan. He went vegan for a while, and then he got back to eating normal. And he was always a healthy kid. You know, he was in shape. He played basketball. So him passing definitely was a shock to us all. And it's wild that you say your mom came to you in a dream last night. Preston came to me in a dream, and it's wild, right? So I was dreaming, and then I think I was at a school or something, at a high school for whatever reason. And he just came and sat down with me at the lunch table. He was like, "Hey man, I'm good. Like I feel good. Like, you know what I mean?" He was like, "I feel so good. Like I'm good." He was like, "Tell my mama, tell everybody I'm good." And I was like, "All right, cool." We just had like a long, short conversation, but it felt so real. It felt so real, which is like, you know, that's up for debate, but it had to be real because I experienced it, right?
Yeah, I
So
mean, you hear this happening, it's very common. This happened when my grandmother passed away too. She came to me and she was like telling me she was okay, and I really believe in it. Well, I'm sorry he passed. I'm glad that you had that experience with the dream though.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Well, this has been amazing having you on. Thanks. It's just been so interesting. I've loved hearing about everything, your whole journey and how spiritual you are, and just your whole path has been so interesting. And I'm just proud of you. It's amazing. Keep up the good work. And I just want to say to end off, do you have a favorite quote? I figure you probably do since you're a songwriter, you're an artist. I would love to hear maybe what your favorite quote is if you have one. And if not, oh my gosh, no pressure. And then let everybody know where they can find you. Where can they find your music? Where can they follow you?
okay. My favorite quote. I'm trying to think of one, but I'll just keep it at live while you're alive. You know, live while you are alive. Don't be dying alive. That's crazy, right? So, yeah, my name is Pronto Doe on all platforms. PRONTO DOE on all platforms. You can find me. I'm streaming on all platforms. So if you wanna hear some good jamming, rapping, hip hop music that you can go crazy on TikTok with, or in a club or twerk to. For all my twerkers, yeah, we making all that kind of music, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
And yeah, and stay tuned because I'm coming out with an online training course called P University, man. It's called Players University, where I'm teaching men who may lack confidence, or may not be fully aware of themselves on just how to, you know, bring out the inner player in them, not in a derogatory way, but just be cool, you know, go through life and be cool and smooth and manifest the things that you want for yourself. So again, it's Pronto Doe on all platforms. Follow me, holla at me. So
I love that. Well, it sounds like you're totally in alignment in like all areas of your life. So I love that. There's only good things to come. So thanks again for coming on, for sharing everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got inspired to go get juicing, eat more real foods, give up the alcohol, give up those toxic things, and just live a better life. I'll put 2 other really good podcasts on the screen right now for you guys to check out. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.